Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Sherwood, Oregon real estate market. This update will cover the last 8 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, August 28th. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So first off, we'll look at active listing activity. So this last week in Sherwood, I show we had 8 new homes come on the market, same as the prior week, and kind of in the middle of kind of where it's been over this past 8 weeks. We had a high of 22 and a low of 4. Ended the week with 67 homes active on the market as of the end of this last week, up about 3 from the prior week. But it's been pretty steady here over the past 8 weeks. It has not really moved. 8 weeks ago it was 65 homes, got up to 71, and ended at 67. So pretty steady. Median list price and the days on market for the active listings. So the red bars is the median price, and you can kind of see we had a high of 766 here about 6 weeks back, and then dipped down to 725 a month ago. Last 3 weeks it has been kind of stair-stepping up. This last week came in at 750, up about 5,000 from the prior week, and then days on market, that has continued to rise here as well. As homes that have been coming on the market, definitely are hanging around on the market a little longer than what we were experiencing earlier this year. So last reading was 45 days, or about a month and a half of average market time for the active listings. Moving along here to the pending sales. So this last week I showed we had 6 homes go pending in Sherwood, which is a slight low actually here for the 8 weeks. I had a couple weeks of 7 here, but had 6 this last week, down from 9 the week prior. Ended the week with 65 homes in pending status in total, and again, it really has not moved a ton. Started at 67, got down to 61, and now we're at 65 here. The median price and the days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see that had a low of I don't know what's hidden here, but 731. Here 8 weeks back, got up to 807 about a month ago, and then been falling back this past 3 weeks now to this last week came in at 761 was the median price of the pending listings. And then again, days on market have increasing for the pendings as well. So had a low of 5 here earlier in this look back, but this last week kind of came in at 12. So 12 days of average market time for the homes that are in pending status right now. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, I show we only had 4 new solds here in Newburgh, Sherwood this last week, which is a low for the 8 weeks. And when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of activity on a weekly basis here, we had 32 as of this last week, which you can kind of see has been declining. We were holding steady at in the 40s for the most part, and this last week down to 32. So sales are starting to decline for sure. Median sold price and days on market for the solds. This you can kind of see that's been rising in terms of the sold price. It started at 620, and for the past 5 weeks has been kind of stepping up here in increments. This last week took a pretty good jump up to 738 was the median sold price of the solds. And then days on market, very steady here at 7, well over 7 days, well over this last month now. And then finally, we'll look at the last 2 graphs here, weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the list price. And you can kind of see that we had a low of about 6 weeks of inventory here for quite some time, and this last week kind of jumped up to 8 weeks of inventory, with the results of the lower sales that got recorded this last week. So bit of a bump up for sure in the weeks of inventory measure. And then the sale price as a percent of the list, you can kind of see that again continues to kind of decline. It's been much more modest decline here over this past month. A month ago it was 100.6, and then it's been hanging, just under full asking price from there. Still, still in my mind paints a picture of a, still a seller's market with, just about 2 months of inventory, and, homes getting sold pretty close to full asking price that are getting into contract. So I would say at this point, it's kind of steady as she goes in Sherwood. So I hope this weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. If so, always appreciate any thumbs up or likes that you would like to give, or any comments that you have or questions. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow along on a weekly basis on what's happening in your local market. So if I can answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 503-680-2065. And as always, I thank you for watching, and have a fabulous day and week. Bye-bye.